Good morning, students. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I hope that you all are happy and well at your homes. And I also hope that you all are using your time for the beneficial, for the productive, for the creative things, and you all are engaged in the uh, good activities and in games also. Okay, so be safe, be healthy, and just be at your homes, and regular engage with your study. Okay, and also take care about your studies. Okay, so in this video we have to discuss about the first chapter of geography, that is known as a resource. Okay, basically in the last video we have discussed about the chapter Indian Constitution. Okay, in this chapter of class 8 syllabus we have to discuss the first chapter of geography, that is known as a resource. Okay, so basically if we talk about resources, then we can say that basically in this chapter we have to study about the resources. What is a resource, what are the different type of resources, why we are conserving resources, and why the conservationists have started to protect the resources, why they think that, how resources are useful to us, why we use resources in a judicious way. So many things we'll discuss in this chapter. So first of all we have to start our the introducing you the definition of resources. So let's discuss the definition of resource. So resource is anything which can satisfy human needs. Okay, so that is known as a resource. As you know that uh, water water removes your what, पानी क्या करता है आपका, पानी प्यास बुझाता है. ओके, वाटर इज यूज फॉर ड्रिंकिंग. ओके, वाटर for vegetable is used for eating. Okay, and metals or minerals is used for to dry our car, to run a fan, to run an electric motor. Okay, so basically on, if we talk about the resources, the distribution of resources on earth, then we can say that basically we have different types of resources on our planet, and due to the surviving ability of our this planet, there are loads of resources present in earth. Okay, so we have to discuss all this in a comprehensive and a deep way. Okay, so basically resources is anything which can satisfy human needs, that is known as a resource. For example, okay, water is used for drinking. Okay, uh, vegetable is used for eating. Okay, and iron is used for making different type of things like fan, like automobiles, like cars, like scooter, like engines. So many things are made by the resources. So basically anything which can satisfy human need is known as resource. Okay, next thing is that basically we are discussing about resource, and there are different types of resources. So next topic of resources is the types of resources. How many types of resources are there? So basically resources are distributed in how many types. So basically in this topic we have to discuss the types of resources. So the first type of resources is that basically resources are also called as natural resources. Okay, so resources are natural resources. Natural resources are those resources which are obtained, which we are obtained from nature. Okay, natural resources are those resources which we obtain from the nature. Like if we talk about water, if we talk about wood, if we talk about different minerals, if we talk about mountains, forest, so these all are resources and we get it from nature. So that's why they are called as natural resources. Okay, natural resources are further classified into 3 or 4 types. Okay, the first uh, the first type of the natural resource is that the on the basis of development. अब डेवलपमेंट के बेसिस पे रिसोर्सेज को कितने पार्ट्स में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है. Okay, on the basis of development, how resources are classified. So the first basis, or there are 2 types of resources on the basis of development, that is known as what, actual resources and potential resources. Okay, so basically actual resources are those resources which in which we have known the quantity of that resources. Actual resources means actual resources are those resources which we have known that how much resources are present in our earth. Okay, actual resources are those resources in the quality and quantity of that resources present is known to every human being. Okay, so that are known as actual resources. Okay, so basically these resources are used in the present. Okay, so these are actual resources. Okay, they there is second thing is that the second thing is potential resources. Okay, potential resources is the resources which have the potential to satisfy human needs, but we don't have the enough or the appropriate technology to use it. Due to that, we save it for the future. So that's why they are known as potential resources. Means these are the resources which have the potential to satisfy human needs, which have the potential to give humans a new way, which have the potential to satisfy all the aspiration, needs, and objectives of humans, but they are not using in the present. They reserve for the future. Okay, so these are known as potential resources. Okay, basically like the uranium is present in Ladakh. So we have reserved for the future use because we don't have appropriate technology to use it in present. So that's why we reserve for the future. When we get appropriate technology in the future, then we will use it appropriately. Okay, so that is known as actual or potential resources. The next thing is that the next distribution of resources is that on the basis of origin. Means they on the basis of origin के basis पे resources दो तरह के होते हैं. The first type is biotic and the another one is abiotic. Biotic resources are those resources which have life. Okay, like if we talk about plants and animals have biotic resources. Okay, they are biotic, they have life. Okay, so they are known as biotic resources. Abiotic resources are those resources which does not have life inside. Okay, so these are known as what? Abiotic resources, like water, like air, like sunlight, like land, like sea, like oceans. They all are known as abiotic resources. Means abiotic resources are those resources which doesn't have life, so that are known as abiotic resources. Okay, so these are the two types of resources on the basis of origin. The next resources on the basis of exhaustibility or use, that is known as renewable and non-renewable resources. Okay, so basically renewable resources, basically if we talk about the classification of resources, then we have four types of classification. The first type of classification was on the basis of development. Okay, we have studied actual and potential. Okay, after that we have studied about on the basis of origin. In that classification we have also two types of resources, that is we have studied about biotic and abiotic resources. And the third classification we have studied about on the basis of use or on the basis of exhaustibility. We have two types of resources, that is renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those resources which we can use again and again. Okay, these are called renewable resource. Means the quality of that resource is much more high in our nature, so that's why they are called as renewable. Means they are renew. Okay, they are renewable from each year. Okay, they are these are present in very large amount in our nature, so that's why they are known as renewable. Means they are using again and again, like water, like air, like sunlight, like if we talk about soil. So these are known as renewable resources. But if we talk about non-renewable resources are those resources which does not use again and again, because the quantity of that resource is very less in our nature, in our earth. Okay, so that's why they are known as non-renewable resources. Okay, so non-renewable resources are those resources which have very less in our earth, very less in our nature. Then these are known as non-renewable resources. Like if we talk about coal, if we talk about petroleum, if we talk about natural gas, okay, but diesel, petrol, all these things are known as non-renewable resources. Okay, the fourth classification of resources is on the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, resources are of two types, that is ubiquitous and localized resources. ubiquitous resources are those resources which are present everywhere. Okay, मतलब ubiquitous resources वो resources होते हैं जो हर जगह पाए जाते हैं. Okay, like आपने देखा होगा air is present everywhere. Okay, soil is present everywhere mostly. So these are known as ubiquitous resources. But localized resources are those resources which are present only at a particular local place. Okay, like you see that in India, if we talk about anthracite coal, we have only found anthracite coal in the Jammu Kashmir region. Okay, so basically these are localized resources, means the resources which are present only at the local level, that are known as localized. means जो केवल local level के resources होते हैं, local level में पाए जाते हैं, उनको localized resources बोला जाता है. That is simple, not so much difficult. Okay, so basically these are the classification of resources. Okay, after that there is one more thing, that is human-made resources. Okay, human-made resources, basically we have studied two types of resources. First is natural resources, and the another one is first is natural resources, and the another one is human resources. Okay, natural resources we have studied. In our natural resources we have studied 4 classification. And in man-made resources or human-made resources, okay, human-made resources are those resources which are made by humans. Okay, basically we use iron. Okay, we can't use iron until we purify it, until we remove its impurity, okay, from the earth crust. Okay, so that's why they are known as human-made resources. Okay, basically when earth found in the earth crust, then they are known as iron ore. Okay, when we dug out from the earth and refine it by using the technology, then this is known as iron, then this became iron. Okay, so that's why we use the technology to refine it, to reform it, to pure it. Okay, so that is known as human made resources. Means humans have the capacity, humans have the ability, humans have the ability to transform the specific metal or non-metal into a usable form. So that are known as human-made resources. Okay. After that, the last there is one more thing, that human-made resources. Then there is one more resource, that is human resources. Human resources means all peoples who are living in a particular country are also called as a resource. मतलब जितने लोग किसी एरिया में रहते हैं उनको भी रिसोर्स बोला जाता है, पीपल्स को भी रिसोर्स बोला जाता है. क्यों? Because people called as a resource because they have the ability to change the future of the country. Okay, peoples भी क्या एक तरीके से resource ही है. Okay, engineers, doctors, scientists, all are considered as what? Human resource, because these are investing small amount of money in their education and expect higher salary in the future. Okay, in returning. Okay, so that's why they are known as human resource. Means government made huge expenditure, huge expense on to improve the education and health status of the peoples. So that are known as what? That is known as human resources. Okay, so the last topic of this chapter is conservation of resources. So basically this is a very simple topic. As I said earlier, that resources are present very limited in our earth. So that's why we have to taking steps, we have to initiate some steps, we have to be initiate some steps to conserve the resources, because we have a limited supply of resources. Okay, and I have also told you that basically resources must be used in a judicious way. Okay, resources should be used in a judicious way. Resources should be fulfilled, because why we conserve the resources? Because resources are those things which satisfy human needs. So that's why these are using in the present, and these will be used in the future also. Okay, the second thing is that these resources are good because these satisfy human resource, first thing. And second thing is that these are limited in nature, so we have to conserve it for the future generations. Okay, we are using it in the present, but we are also using it in the future. So that's why we have to conserve the resources, so that these resources would satisfy the human needs and aspiration of the present generation as well as the future generations also. Okay, so I hope that you understand all the topics and the concept behind the chapter. There is a very simple chapter, not so much difficult. So you have to revise just one time of the book, and you will easily grasp all the important topics and main concerns of the chapter. So basically, if you have some concerns or queries or some problems, then some doubts, then you can call me or text in the group. Okay, and be safe, be healthy, just take care of yourself and your family also. Just take care. Bye.